So your website design is done. Your template no longer looks like a template and you are ready to share it and launch for good. Congratulations. It takes a lot to get here, so kudos to you for making it this far. But before we go live, let's make sure that your site is perfect. And the way that we're going to do that is by having our closest friends and the people that we trust in our community review our website first and tell us everything that's wrong with it. Because just like anything, if it's too close to you, you're going to miss some errors. So the way that you have others review it before you purchase your subscription and go live with your website is to make it password protected and accessible by anybody with the password. So the way that you do that is you just go into settings, click on website, and then select site availability. You'll see here password protected option. Just select that and then create a password that you're going to share with others. And that is what they will use to review your site. The way that you share your site with them at this point, and you share with them that built-in domain name and password, and then they can access your site and test everything. Now, if you want to add a team member to your website to review it on the back end, you can do that as well. And the way you do that is by going to permissions and ownership. Click on that and then just say invite contributor. Oh, by the way, you're probably going to see me in here. You should be listed as the owner at this point, but I do remain on as a contributor just in case you run into any technical issues and need me to pop into your website and take a peek at anything. I remove myself manually from your website either when your trial period of 6 months is done or when you purchase your subscription and go live with your website. If you want to kick me off sooner than that, you are more than welcome to. As the site owner, you can kick me out at any time. But anyways, back to contributors. You can see this button here, invite contributor or add basic author. If you have a team and you have some trusted individuals that you want to have access to your website, this is what you're going to use to give them that access. All right, so now everyone has reviewed your site. They have found the little typos that you missed. You feel confident and excited to launch your site. You're going to now open your Go Live guide. This is it. This will walk you through how to go live with your beautiful new website. So the first thing you're going to want to do is purchase your Squarespace subscription. So you can either click on upgrade in the banner on the bottom of your site or go to settings, billing, subscription. So that's right here, billing, and then subscriptions. This should say you do not have any active subscriptions and when your trial expires. So just go ahead and click on that, and that'll take you over to the subscriptions page. Click on subscribe, and then you get to select a plan. Because you're using one of my templates and I am a Squarespace Circle member, I get to pass along my 20% discount on your Squarespace plan for the first year when you select and pay for an annual subscription. It is the most cost-effective way to purchase a plan, obviously going annually, but then also getting that 20% off on top of things. So review the different plan types and find one that is your best fit. Now I'm going to say right now, this template was designed for the business plan. That little bit of custom code that I used on the link in bio page will no longer work. And then you'll no longer be able to sell products, have a storefront, or utilize marketing basics such as a newsletter and various tools that are associated with your email list and ultimately your blog. So this template really requires that business plan at bare minimum. And then if you really want to scale, build out a lot of products with a lot of custom features, and you can just scroll down here and see all of the differences between the plans. You're probably going to want to go with the Commerce Basic, but you can always upgrade to that later. So all you do is select the plan, and then you're going to select your billing cycle, which is annually or monthly. You'll confirm the selection, and then you'll enter in your information and then purchase your subscription. Now, when you're done purchasing that subscription, you'll actually be prompted to get a free Squarespace domain name. If you do not have a domain name, I would suggest taking advantage of the free one that they're going to offer you. Otherwise, you can connect your domain name, if you already have one, to your website, which leads us to step number 2, connect your domain name. That is under settings and then domains. Squarespace has a good, helpful tutorial that tells you how to connect your domain. And given that it's different between all of the different hosts, I'm not going to get into the nitty-gritty of how to do that between the different providers, but know that Squarespace does, and they do have a very helpful guide for getting that connected. So you'll see here under settings, just go to domains and email, and then you'll see two options to get a domain or use a domain I own. Get a domain will give you that free domain if you had purchased an annual subscription, free for a year, I should say. Otherwise, use a domain I own, and that will give you a pop-up to then put in your domain name and then give you the steps to connect that domain to your site. The very last thing you need to make sure to do is go to website and make sure your site availability is set to public. Now you can see that I cannot set it to public, and it's prompting me to upgrade to publish it. Once you purchase that subscription plan, you can publish your site and make it public. So make sure that's toggled to public, and within 24 hours, though it really should only take a few minutes, your domain name should be live, your website should be up, accessible by everybody. Shout it from the rooftops. You finally have a website presence you can be proud of. Share it. Take advantage of the marketing opportunity that it is to tell people about your business, your blog, your products, and be proud of the website that you just created.